An incident involving the Met Police on Wednesday night in central London has drawn the ire of the Campaign Against Anti-Semitism group. Moving billboards showing the faces of Israeli children kidnapped by Hamas were being driven alongside Parliament Square when officers stopped the convoy. In the footage shared on the campaign group's social media channels, it appears to show officers making sure that the billboards were turned off, and the group redirected away from Whitehall and Downing Street. Now, that night, a vigil was being held outside Downing Street for victims of the fatal Al-Ahli hospital blast in Gaza. The Met have said that the vigil was coming to a close around the same time the campaign group's vans were stopped, and that the priority of officers was the safety of everyone involved and those nearby. The Campaign Against Anti-Semitism's response to this, that the police have prioritised the protection of those who sympathise with terrorists rather than those who stand up to them. The Met have, in response, agreed that the intervention of officers was seen to be preventing the group raising awareness of an abhorrent act of terrorism. There's been a flurry of back and forth, tweets, statements between the two, but the campaign group's message is clear that if there are people threatening harm to other people, the priority of the police must be to stop the people who are threatening harm. The group say that they themselves were the soft target and easier to order, rather than arrest people who the group claim were linked to the pro-Palestine protest on Downing Street and were criminally trying to suppress the group's freedom of speech by intimidating people in these billboard vans. The group say they now are considering their legal options and the possibility of a public protest too against this event that transpired on Wednesday night. Now today, Keir Starmer has talked of two urgent priorities in the conflict: the release of up to 200 Israelis being held hostage by Hamas in Gaza and the necessity of getting humanitarian aid into Gaza. He says that Israel has the right to defend itself, but it has to be in accordance with international law, and that Israel does not have the right to withhold humanitarian aid. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has spent the last few days in the Middle East. He met with, among others, President Netanyahu of Israel and offers his support in Israel's darkest hour, welcomed what he described as Netanyahu's commitment to ensuring humanitarian routes into Gaza are opened, and that he also supports Netanyahu's work to secure the release of hostages, strengthen Israel's security and to end the threat from Hamas. The PM then travelled to Saudi Arabia to meet the Crown Prince, as well as the Emir of Qatar, to pledge towards working on coordinated action that will prevent further escalation in the wider Middle East region. Now, back here in London, a pro-Palestine protest took place today outside the Labour Party's HQ. And let's hear from some of those people present.
I would expect the Labour Party to stand with these people, and instead they're not. The Labour Party is refusing to call for a ceasefire and refusing to defend Palestinian human rights in this moment.
When they say that Israel has the right to defend itself, it's saying that it has the right to kill Palestinian lives.
And the top line coming out of the conflict right now is from the United Nations, who say that time is running out to get aid into Gaza, which their Agency for Palestinian Refugees have described as a hellhole. Repairs are being carried out to the Rafah crossing, damaged by bombing, in the hope that aid lorries queuing up at the Egyptian-Gazan border will be able to get in. The UN Secretary-General, Antonio Guterres, has visited and says the crossing is the difference between life and death. And the UN say they expect the first delivery of aid will take place in the next day or so.